uncertain future for electric vehicles as they're selling slower than what automakers had hoped for. It caused them to scale back support for EV battery plants like Ford's plant being built near Marshall. Ford and state officials recently cut back state support for the project by $600 million, and they blamed turbulent EV market. News 8 Byron Tollefson talked with an auto expert about what's changed.
Electric vehicles are not selling as quickly as the auto industry anticipated, forcing it to scale back major EV battery plant projects like Ford's plant near Marshall.
The reality is that the consumer isn't quite in the same mood, as it were, to buy EVs. So we're seeing automakers, again, of all types, scaling back some of those investments.
For the last 2 decades, Mike Wall has analyzed and forecasted trends in the auto industry and lent his knowledge to automakers and suppliers.
Big money being spent at the front end, and you want to start to see some return. If it's not looking like the demand is going to be there, you start to maybe pull back a bit.
The Biden administration's goal is for half of all new vehicle sales to be electric by 2030. But last year, just 7.5% of all light vehicle sales were electric vehicles. While the auto industry aimed for EV sales to hit the double digits this year, Wall says things haven't gotten much better.
I know many EV drivers who say they love it, they're never going back. But as you get beyond those early adopters, you got to start hitting the mainstream buyer.
To entice more people into going electric, Wall says the industry needs to make EVs more affordable and build more chargers so refueling it is as easy as pumping your gas. The Biden administration intends to build 500,000 high-speed chargers nationwide by 2030. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump has opposed EV regulations, like the EPA's plan to require automakers to reduce emissions from light-duty vehicles by 50% by 2032. That is the wild card in all of this for automakers. Who takes the White House this fall?
I'm getting from our clients and talking to suppliers and automakers, there's a little bit of a frozen effect, where we're not quite sure what November is going to bring.
Wall says West Michigan suppliers who build critical parts for vehicles are doing okay because gas-powered cars are still selling well. But he's warned them about making too many electric vehicles so they don't go sitting on lots.
The thing that we've been warning suppliers for some time is that model count proliferation on these EVs. And we do have some EVs that are selling. Again, I don't want to make this an all doom outlook for EVs, but it's not hitting those early expectations, and that's the challenge.
As for the plant near Marshall, Ford says despite these cuts, the facility is more than 20% complete, and production is expected to begin in 2026. Back to you.